Hello, I am Rico Cavella, and I'm going to welcome you to this episode of the Fearless Aging TV show. So, I'm really happy to be here today because I get to talk about one of my most favorite subjects, which is fitness. And this is such an important topic. Uh, if you're not aware how important it is, you're going to find out today. It's so important, it's vitally important for every aspect of your life. And so the title of this episode is called Real Fit, Real Fast. I think you're going to like that. And I have some great news for you because if you know that you need to improve your fitness level and you need to get into better shape, in this episode, I'm going to tell you what you really need to know about fitness and exercising. I know there's so much information about exercises and misinformation and people just trying to sell you stuff. And so I'm going to tell you what you really need to know to clear up all the misinformation and all the myths about it. And the really good news is I'm going to tell you about my I produced a fitness program called the Fast Fit 17 Fitness System. And here's how you're really going to like it because you only have to do 2 to 3 17-minute workouts per week and you can get into yourself into really good shape. So how about that? So you want to stay tuned. I'm going to tell you how you can get a copy of a complete my complete Fast Fit 17 fitness program. So be sure and stay tuned for that. And these episodes are only around 25, 26 minutes. So I know you got that much time because this is going to be some really great information for you. So way back and starting in the late 90s or I guess early 2000s, I wrote a series of ebooks entitled Real Something, Real Fast. And the concept is that there's so many things that we need to be doing in order to really take care of our health and improve our fitness level and improve every aspect of our body. But the thing is, most people have the excuse of they don't have time to do this. And so I wrote this. I wrote first. I wrote a PDF called Real Fit, Real Fast, and it gave you all the basic information about fitness and exercising. And you can get a copy of that on my website at agelessliving.lifestyle.com. So the concept is that we need to make even exercise really quick and fast and effective because as you probably know, you're probably maybe one of the people who have used that have used I haven't got time as your excuse. So this is for everyone, but particularly for those of you who have felt like I just don't have time to exercise. But guess what? Everybody has the same 24 hours a day. And I promise you that some of the busiest, most successful people, CEOs and executives, and uh, take the time to care for their body and their health and to exercise because they know it's going to give them more energy and they're going to be more successful, not only in their business, but in every aspect of your life. And I also know because I've trained a lot of these highly successful, busy people. And so I know that they really understand how important it is. Okay, so somehow, we have created this complicated, busy lifestyle where everybody's in a rush. So time management really is essential if you're going to keep a balance in your life and you're going to be able to live a healthy and enjoyable long life. Now I know everybody's really busy, and especially if you still have children in your house. I know you got a lot of things to do, and it's so many things that you have to take care of. But it's just about setting your priorities, and you have to realize that having good health and lots of energy needs to be a number one priority because without a lot of energy and vitality, how successful can you be in any aspect of your life? So it's just about setting priorities and finding the time because we all, I'm sure you know too, we all spend some time uh, doing things that aren't productive and that we could get rid of them, like watching TV, watching the news on TV particularly, and you can find the time to get your exercise in. especially now since you have access to my system that only takes 17 minutes. So why have so many people in our society they have become overweight and out of shape and they're dealing with all these chronic illnesses? It's one of the biggest factors of is of course lack of movement and lack of exercise. You may have heard the term that sitting is the new smoking. It's at first we thought that sitting too much was just, you know, give you bad posture and a stiff body. But now medical studies have shown that it's really harmful for your health. Blood pools in your legs. It puts a lot of stress on your heart. Causes so many things. So you just got to get up and move. So I like to tell my clients, if you only got one car in your whole life, would you take really good care of it? And everybody says, yeah, of course. Well, guess what? You only get one body. So you got to ask yourself, why am I not taking the best care of my physical body as I possibly can? That's an important question. And so I think when you ask yourself that question, you realize that you better start taking better care of your health. I hope that makes sense. So with this in mind, I created what I call the Fast Fit 17 fitness system. It's all about functional fitness. This is what I teach my clients. Functional fitness means to do things that are going to help you function better in your daily life. I mean, particularly as we age, I mean, who cares? If you can bench press 300 pounds or 400 pounds, how's that going to help you unless you're a professional athlete? So, what you want to do things that can help you to function better in your daily life. And so, what I teach is basically doing exercises using your own body weight, and that helps you to really improve your posture and your balance and your muscle strength and all the things that you need to perform well in all the other aspects of your life. And the good thing about it, the system is you can do it anytime, any place because you don't need any equipment. So again, hang in there. It's just a little bit. I'm going to show you how you can get a copy of my Fast Fit 17 training system. So I wanted to let you know too that uh, a few years ago I wrote a real extensive report on the ageless brain. I did all the research. I went to the latest research and all the things that we can do to keep our brain healthy and functioning much longer. And guess what? Almost everyone I read, all the studies and all the authors, came up with the conclusion that exercise is still the number one thing that you can do for a healthy brain, because our brain is just another organ in our body. So what's good for the body is good for everything that's in the body. So once again, I just have to say, if you want to give yourself the best chance to avoid disease and old age and live a much healthier, energetic, long life and make a bigger difference in the world, you better begin to implement a complete wellness program, but for sure a personalized exercise program. Now, I know I've been preaching to you. I'm sorry, but this is such an important topic that I really wanted to get that message out to you so you get that. Okay, so let's begin by I'm going to define my definition of physical fitness. So I'm going to read this here. Physical fitness is having the physical strength, endurance, flexibility, and balance to successfully meet the daily challenges and opportunities of your work and your play. So the real fit, real fast system is not about rigorous training or training to run a marathon or a boot camp or bodybuilding. It's about just being fit enough to be able to function really well in whatever you need to do in your lifestyle. Whatever your work and play is, you want to be fit enough to be able to do that. And that's for your whole life as well. That's for your whole life, not just for when you're young. So let's talk a little bit about fitness testing. How can you find out, how well you are doing and how you're doing as far as fitness? Now, I'm not really a big fan of doing all these extensive tests. I mean, they have their value, no question about it, especially from a medical aspect. But basically, almost all these fitness tests are subjective. But I want to give you what my basic, just the really basic outline of what you need to be able to do to be basically fairly fit. So there's three things in fitness. There's your cardiovascular uh, uh, health, your flexibility, and your strength. So for cardiovascular fitness goal, you should be able to walk 1 mile on a flat surface under 15 minutes. And this is easy to go and time yourself. Almost every high school has an outdoor uh, a track where you can usually they're quarter-mile tracks, so you can walk around 4 times and time yourself and see if you can do it in under 15 minutes. If you can't, that means you're not very fit. Again, remember, this is just the bottom. This is the lowest level. That's the minimum you should be. So you got to start doing it, and you can just start progressively working on it and picking up your speed, and you'll get some good results. Now, for flexibility, there's two really easy basic ones. So sit down on the floor with your legs flat out in front of you, and set it like a 90-degree angle, and then just reach for your toes. This is just the basic sit and reach, and you should be able to touch your toes. And if you can't, well, that means you've got some work to do. But if you keep on working on it, stretch your hamstrings and your lower back, you'll be able to touch your toes eventually. And the other one is just to lay flat on the floor, and then take your arms, stretch your arms all the way back over your head, and you should be able to lay your arms flat on the floor. Now, if your arms won't lay flat on the floor, you've got a lot of stiffness in your shoulders and upper back and neck. So you need to really begin to work that out so you can do that. And now for strength goals, everyone should be able to do about 20 basic push-ups. Now, this is one exception where it's a little different for women. Although these days there's a lot of women in good shape and they can do easily 20 men push-ups as well. But you can also do them with knees bent. So if you notice, most of these guidelines here that I just mentioned, they don't talk about your age or whether you're male or female. And the reason is because it doesn't matter what your age is or if you're a man or a woman, either you're fit or you're not. Does that make sense? You're either fit or you're not. Doesn't matter what your age is. So you have to get age out of it, and it doesn't matter if you're a man or woman. Either you're fit or you're not. Okay. And then, so let's talk about each one of these basic things. There's the three basic parts of fitness is aerobic training. Now, aerobic training is moving your body, improving your ability to take in oxygen and distribute it to your muscles. Most fatigue and when you tire out is because your muscles are not able to get enough oxygen. So by doing regular aerobic exercise, you increase your ability to take in oxygen and get through the bloodstream into your muscles. So exercises like jogging or running or cycling or swimming, these are aerobic exercises that you can do, and you should do them for a minimum maybe 20 to 30 minutes or longer, and they're going to improve your endurance and your aerobic capacity. And so long bouts of aerobic exercise are good to do if you're training for an athletic event, like you want to run a 5K or something, uh, or if you just like doing it, that's fine. And you'll also burn calories. But really short bouts of what these days is called high intensity interval training is really more beneficial. It's really what really will strengthen your heart. So when you do short bouts, maybe only 15 minutes of high intensity, it's whatever you're doing, whether you're walking, running, swimming, cycling, whatever, stepping up and down on stairs. You do it real intensely for maybe about 20, 30 seconds, and then you rest, and then you go again. So you let your heart come up and come down, and that really strengthens your heart. And what really improves the strength of your heart to resist any kind of stress that you may have in your life in the future. And actually, short bouts of high intensity interval training actually is better for burning more fat for fat loss, because even 15 minutes of high intensity interval training will keep your heart elevated, your metabolism up longer throughout the day than a whole hour of jogging. So really jogging is for an hour, unless you love to do it, is kind of a waste of time. So really you can burn more fat by just doing this high intensity short bouts. You only need 15 to 20 minutes at the most. So basically, you need to do some form of aerobic activity every day, move your body throughout the day, and you'll have so much more energy. You'll feel so much better, and you'll improve just every aspect of a function of your body. Now, flexibility, which is a true measure of your age, you got to stretch every day. So what I recommend to my clients is just take 15 minutes, get down on the floor, and I have 7 basic stretches that I teach my clients. And if you do them on a regular basis, just takes 15 minutes, you'll have all the flexibility and good movement and that you'll need to function well throughout your daily life. So I have a saying to remember. It's ABS, it's abs. Always be stretching. You can stretch when you're waiting in line. You can put your foot up on something and stretch your hamstrings, or you can stick your arms over your head and stretch your shoulders. You can be moving. You can always be moving and stretching no matter where you're at. So keep yourself flexible. All right. And now, as far as strength goes, you need, say, 2 to 3 workouts per week of some form of resistance training. As I mentioned earlier, I primarily teach what I call functional fitness, just using your own body for resistance. And so you need, but whatever you do, if you want to go to the gym and you have access to machines and weights or whatever kind of resistance training that you want to do, it's good. You only need to do maybe 20 to 30 minutes and maybe 2 or 3 times per week. But basically, especially if you're just getting started, you just need to do the basic like push-ups and pull-ups and dips and squats and lunges and kicks. So what I found is being a personal trainer for all these years, no matter where you're starting from, there's always a way that you can start. So even if you're really out of shape, you're deconditioned, or if you've never exercised in your whole life, you can start by doing push-ups just off your kitchen counter. And of course, you want to do them in the right form. And of course, that's what my Fast Fit 17 system shows you how to do the proper form, how to do it in the right way, and how to scale it up and how to progress. And that's how you become you really get fit really fast. And so all these things work. That's really the great news about exercise is no matter where you're starting from, if you do all these things, if you stretch, if you move your body, if you do some resistance exercises, you're going to get some results. You can't fail. That's the message about it. You know, again, I've even gotten people out of wheelchairs by just starting off slow, begin to just increase your your muscle strength and flexibility and your confidence, and you can do amazing things. So if you exercise regularly, you can't fail. Now let's take a big breath. Remember, one of the most important things is to breathe more throughout your day. Take some nice big belly breaths and stay hydrated. Have a little glass of water. Keep drinking throughout your day. Okay, so we're going to take a short, about a 60-minute break, and you're going to learn how you can get a copy of my Fast Fit 17 fitness system.
Now, in just 17 minutes, you can get and stay fit and look and feel your best for life. This will be a life-changing and life-saving experience for you. Yes, it's true. Scientific studies have shown the Fast Fit 17 system is the fastest way to achieve maximum results in the shortest amount of time. This is a true fitness breakthrough. This system was developed particularly for busy people over 40 who know they need and want to get into better shape and have more energy, but feel they don't have the time. Now, time is no longer an issue. We want everyone to take advantage of this fitness breakthrough. So, for a limited time, you can get the entire program for only $17. So don't miss out. Order now at fastfit17.com.
Okay, we're back. There it is. Don't miss out. It's only $17, you guys, and it gives you everything you need. You get a PDF with actually some drawings and tell you what you need to do and how to scale and then you have the video where I show you exactly how to do all the exercises in the right form, in the right speed, all those things that you need. And so you just follow along and you'll have a system that'll get you some really great results. Okay, so in the time we have left, I want to go over the 3 keys for lifetime success with your fitness program. Number one is you got to apply a mind, body, and spiritual approach. I think the real reason that so many people lose the enthusiasm for keeping your body fit because we're focusing only on our physical aspect of our life. And as we age and we start to get busy, we start to have more little health challenges and we don't feel so good. It's easy to not be motivated to get out and exercise. But really, I think all of our struggles really occur in our life when we're totally only focused on the material world and not to realize that we're also spiritual beings. It's my belief, and I think most people's belief that we have a creator and that we are all spiritual beings and we're created in order to have this physical body, and we're here with a divine purpose. We're here with a purpose. And so when you realize that, and when you realize what your purpose is, and then you realize that you need your physical body is your vehicle to do what you're meant to do here on this earth, and also to not only to learn and to grow and to raise your consciousness, but to use your particular talents and abilities to help create a better world. So when you have that aspect in your mind, then you'll want to take better care of your physical body. And so I hope that's helpful for you too as well. You have to realize I think we have an obligation to take care of ourselves and be as healthy and live as long as we can, so we can live our purpose and help to make it a better world while we're here. So number two is you have to match your fitness level with your desired lifestyle. I think that's the biggest reason so many people don't even start or actually don't stick with it is because they don't really understand, or have a personalized program that's going to suit what they really want to be able to achieve. Again, if you just want to play with your grandkids and be able to walk around the block, that's fine too. But if you want to climb mountains and ride bikes for 50 miles, then you got to get yourself in a lot better shape. So you got to match what you want to be able to do in your life with your fitness program. And that's why it's so important if you can, to get a trainer, to get somebody to help you. A qualified personal trainer can help you develop a program that's going to be safe, it's going to be effective, and it's going to be one that's going to suit your goals. I can go into most any gym and I see people just doing one exercise, they go to this one, they do another one, and they don't even know why they're doing it or what the results are going to be. So it's really important to know what exercises you should be doing that are going to get you to achieve the goals that you have. And that's what real fit, real fat systems all about. Just doing the things that are going to help you to function better in your daily life. And it's things that you can easily do and don't take a lot of time, and you can do it for the rest of you can do it really for the rest of your life. And number three is consistency. This is no surprise. If you want to be successful in anything in your life, you got to stick with it. You got to be consistent, and you just got to get uh, get committed, because and see the big picture of why you're doing it and how and what all the benefits are going to be down the road. And the good thing about exercise, again, if you just stick with your program for a minimum of 90 days, you're going to get so much good results. You're going to feel so much better. You're going to look so much better that it's going to keep you motivated to do to keep going for the rest of your life. So I hope this resonates with you, and I want you to know that I do have online wellness fitness coaching programs where I can coach you and help you get your program going in the right way, so you will get the results fastest. And so I can work with people anywhere now. We do it virtually online. And so if you're interested in that, go to ageleslivinglifestyle.com/coaching so you can learn more about it. And then you can book a call with me to learn more about it, and I'll help you. We'll discuss your particular health challenges, and I'll get you going on the right track. Okay, that's it for this episode. If you like what you heard, join us every Wednesday at this time at 6 p.m. Pacific time on e360tv.com or on all the major streaming platforms. And tell your friends about the Fearless Aging TV show. So next week, I'm going to continue my my series here of real something real fast. So it's going to be real weight loss real fast. So that's going to be a real good one. I'm going to dispel most of the weight loss myths and scams and lies and let you know what you really need to do. So this is going to be it's going to be really surprising for most people. So tune in next week. And if you have a topic you'd like me to address, please let me know at rico c at agelesslivinglifestyle.com. So as always, the message is you can live a much healthier, energetic, joyful, long life if you take action on what you learn from my guest and I. You can do it, so just do it. Thanks very much for being here. Oh, I went over. Okay.